Coming up on Mountain News this morning, one Floyd County dedicates their lives to serving others even when facing their own hardships.
And this week in Perry County, the Housing Development Alliance started building their 18th home this year.
Plus, food insecurity is still a reality for many Kentuckians. We looked at what some people and groups are doing to try to change that.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, it is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergram.
Thank you for tuning into Mountain News This Morning. Madison,
Chilly.
It's hump day.
It is hump day, and it's a cool day.
And it is. It's a chilly halfway through the work week day, and
halfway. We're halfway there.
Yes, we are. Let's bring in Brandon Robinson this morning. And Brandon, yesterday we saw rain. Today we're seeing clear skies, I would say. What should we expect as the sun starts to come up?
Some nice warmth a little bit later today, but this morning not the case. Let's go to the hazard cam outside the WYMT studios, where it is calm and quiet. Big contrast from yesterday. US 119, Whitesburg, Pine Mountain, all quiet up there. No visibility issues this morning, but a big trend in temperatures. Warmer on the ridges there, upper 40s, close to 50, but in the upper 30s, close to 40 there. Most of the valley locations, your out the door forecast, we are going to start in the upper 30s or low 40s for most, I'd say, in the valleys, and get to right around 64 later on this afternoon with lots of sunshine. The rest of the forecast on the way in just a little bit.
Thank you, Brandon. Well, a family that dedicates their life to serving others. The Deed family have 3 ministries and spend their time giving away food, clothes, and toys. And the holidays are always the busiest times, but this year is different. Just 1 month ago, John Deed was hospitalized, and doctors say it's a miracle he is alive. Through all the medical bills and personal struggles, they are still trying to help those in need.
Every day of her life is ministry. You know, she's always meeting somebody. She's always telling about the Lord. She's always, you know, if somebody calls and they say, I'm out of my food, you know, she'll take something out of her own pantry and give it to them.
The Deeds are also behind in their ministries after spending a month in the hospital. They are asking for help to collect food, and you can contact Spring Deed at 606-226-8200.
Yesterday, the 50th annual Hazard Lions Club radio auction continued in Hazard. Businesses throughout the community come together to donate items to the auction hosted on WSGS. All you have to do is call 606-436-0661. The event goes on from 5:15 to 9 each evening. This event helps the club follow its mission of providing scholarships and helping children in need through the holidays. The event wraps up Thursday at 9 p.m.
And the Housing Development Alliance started building their 18th home this week in Perry County. The organization helps provide safe and affordable housing to people in Breathitt, Knott, Leslie, and Perry counties. Yesterday, the Housing Development Alliance had help from Kentucky Power and members of the Perry Central JROTC. Stephen Hurt, the lead carpenter, says the work is always worth it in the end.
It's good to see their faces knowing that they're getting a new home, and you know, that helps us too. You know, that kind of encourages us and motivates everyone.
Officials with the organization say they hope to have the family in this home by the beginning of the year.
On Monday, we told you about issues the city of Benham is having with their water. Yesterday, the city told us they were able to fix all broken water lines in the city. The city clerk says they have received multiple calls since the story aired from people asking how they could help. Since then, they have received the parts to fix issues broken in the city. They say water is currently flowing through the city and that they have parts coming in to fix future breaks.
And food insecurity is still a reality for Kentuckians. 1 in 6 are food insecure, and 1 in 5 school children wonder where their next meal will come from. Kentucky Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles is working to change the statistics, and it all starts at the lowest level.
We're also working with summer feeding sites, so those kids who qualify for free or reduced lunch during the school year oftentimes don't have access to food during the summer. And so we work with a plethora of organizations ranging from our food banks, food pantries, our school systems, and also summer feeding. But it's all hands on deck right now.
Making sure the next generation of Kentuckians are fed.
Well, Kentucky's Labor Cabinet has filed paperwork in bankruptcy court in Charleston, West Virginia, to allow them to pursue more than $1 million in fines owed to the state. Since Black Jewel is in bankruptcy court, they have an automatic stay, which protects them from most civil lawsuits. This is similar to penalties the Labor Cabinet is trying to collect. The fines come from two things: the violations for not paying workers and the performance bond they should have met. They were supposed to meet later today, but good faith negotiations are now taking place between the two parties. The hearing for the motion has been moved to November 13th to allow negotiations to continue.
And law enforcement and transportation officials met yesterday in Hazard. The discussion, how to limit fatal crashes. Officials said during the course of 2 years, in every fatality in Perry County, yes, every single one, the victim was not wearing a seatbelt. We hope to have more on this story in the coming days.
People in one Boyd County community are saying a planned drug treatment center is not welcome in their area. Many say they are uncomfortable about what an old church in the area is reopening as a family recovery center for women. Tuesday, more than 12 neighbors met and voiced their concerns. They say they were blindsided by the plans.
There's been zero communication with him other than us going up and asking questions.
Patrick Callahan, the man opening the facility, says that there will be no interactions between the patients and neighbors during their stay in the 28-day residential program. The group says they've been passing around a petition to block the center, but county leaders say legally it is good to go because there are no zoning ordinances keeping it from opening.
Well, thank you for getting your day started with Mountain News this morning.
More news is on the way. While many flowers do not do well in the cold weather, there are some you will want to start planting now if you want to see them thrive in the spring.
Today, definitely much quieter weather-wise than yesterday, and that trend looks to continue for a couple of days. I'll track out our next weather maker in about 3 minutes.